Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Back with another quick review of the Mafex or Mafex line. This one is the Robocop. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So there you can see Robocop, the Mafex or Mafex, and 192. Here's the side, pretty cool. And the back, look at that right there. That's going to be different. Some cool pieces, some cool accessories, and really good weathering on this. It's really, really great. If you could subscribe to the channel, like the video, appreciate it. So we've taken a look at the box. Let's move along and look at it outside of the box. So taking a look at the figure outside of the package, there he is. Looks great. Here's the baby food. Comes with 3 jars, 2 blue and 1 pink. Some of the hands. I just mentioned this one is different than the box. There's no blood on it. Here are the pieces that you attach for the right leg to open for the gun, for the Beretta. Here is a Cobra assault cannon. Some of the rifle fire. There's the Beretta. Sorry. So that's what he looks like. Let's take a look at it now. Here he is standing up. He stands up really, really well. No problems at all for mine. Comes with a pair of fists, left fist and a right fist. Forgive me as I kind of mess around with these hands. I have big banana fingers. I can't really grasp them very well for the camera. They're all right. They're cool. They're nice. So he comes with a left hand pointing finger. Get back into frame. I like the fingers. I like how they're shaped. Seems true to the film from what I remember, at least my hot toy. Comes with a couple of hands, trigger fingers. Here is the right hand trigger finger. And he comes with another right hand trigger finger. I don't really know the difference. I'm sure there is one. One for the big gun, one for the smaller gun. This one is more of an open grasp. I guess if he's going to be holding the big Cobra assault cannon. Not really sure what that one is for. That's my only guess. And moving along, here is that piece that he uses both to kill and to access the computer. It's a flexible rubber, but there's no blood on it at all, unlike the box, unlike the packaging. There's nothing. So that's a bit disappointing. You know, that would have been nice for them to include that. So here's the baby jar. You can see it's very small, but it has a really nice photo on it. Very clear. Here's the blue one. It's pretty much identical. I take up the other one just to kind of show you if I can get back into frame, into focus. So there you go. So moving along, here is his, I think it's called the Beretta 93A. It's a really nice gun. It's very iconic from the movie. I think the sculpt is pretty good for the size, for the scale. It's really nice. Here is the flash burst. It attaches right at the front in that direction. And here is his big Cobra assault cannon. And when they say cannon, they're not joking. It's massive. It's huge. I have a little trouble putting it in focus here, so apologies for that. It goes back into focus in no time. It's a cool piece. Would have been nice if some instructions were included. I had a little bit of an issue worrying if I was going to break the bipod right there, trying to get it off, which you see I did. You just pull down, and then you put the other one in, just like that. Let me check it out. Fairly easy, fairly simple, but you know, there's no clear instructions anywhere, so you're just kind of guessing how to do it. It's a really nice gun. It's a nice piece. I have almost all of the Hot Toy Robocop, so I really like that. Now, as you can see, this is for the right leg, the right side. This one goes on his leg to allow for both of them actually go on the leg as the open effect to allow for his Beretta to be holstered inside his leg, which is really cool. And you can see the weathering and the sculpt on it is really great. It's really nice sculpt. So let's take a look at the figure. First of all, look at the head sculpt. Head sculpt is a home run in my opinion. Great. It really is amazing. Look at that. I mean, that's Peter Weller. I mean, I'm sure somebody's gonna nitpick it, but I think it's great. So taking a look at the head as we kind of move it around, it's really great. Look at the detail. Look at the weathering. It's really, really nice. Really nice figure. Moving along. It's great. And then you still have that scar on his forehead for what was supposed to be the kill shot in the film right there. Includes a scar, which is a great detail. So taking a look at the chest, you see all the weathering, all the damage to it. This is all sculpted in. It's great. I mean, this is where Mafex, as I like to say, this is where they earn the bucks. Way better than Tamashii Nations and Figuarts in this regard. So you can see the weathering on the legs, on the calves there. I mean, look at it. It's great. When I look at this figure, I can't wait for that battle damaged T800 from T2 that's coming out fairly soon. So the thighs, they drop down, which is a nice effect. So let's go back up to the top and check out the articulation. So you don't get much range on the head. It goes down that far. That's about it, and it goes up like about there. You can turn it to about there, going to the right. That's about as far as it'll go. You try turning it more on the left, and it'll just pop off. And that's all right, because, you know, he's not supposed to turn his head all the way backwards. So to about there. So again, the head is limited in its range, but, you know, that's how the actor was in the movie. So the arms, it's dropped down. Not quite butterfly. You get 360 on the arms, which is good. Double jointed elbow, also very nice. The hands move around fairly well. It's really good. Can't complain on it. When you put the arm out, extend it out, that's about as far as it'll go because of the sculpt. If you put it back in the other direction, it goes out a little bit further, but that's the extent of it. And again, I mean, that's accurate to the film. I mean, he wasn't a superhero. I mean, he was almost a robot. So the way he moved was very deliberate. So looking at the waist in terms of articulation, you don't get much ab crunch at all. Almost nothing. I would say maybe 5-10%. Going back, you get a fair bit more, which is good. And you do get that, I'm going to say the 3-0 effect, where they make it so that you know that underneath it looks like there's some more sculpting to allow it to kind of move, which is again another nice detail you can see right there. It's not just smooth. I mean, they knew people were going to move it back, and they sculpted it the best they could for it. Now here you see the drop on the hips. If you drop it down, his legs are pretty flexible. Not that you're gonna flex it like that, but There's good range. It's nice range. Now you drop them down. You get to about there. Put it in focus in a second. That's about it. That's all you're going to get in terms of a Van Damme. But for the split going forward, when you drop it down, you get the full range. But who's gonna pose him like that, right? Now the knees are 90 degrees only. It's single jointed, and that's all right. I mean, that's the character. Now taking a look at this was really cool, and I really liked this. You can see right here the piston. It moves in and out. That's really great. I like that. That's a nice little detail that they could have easily overlooked, and they really nailed it. So the toe articulation, the leg articulation, the foot articulation at the ankles is really good. I am very, very happy with this figure. To me, it's a home run. It's a great, great piece. So I'm gonna remove the thigh piece. You can see it removes right there. Comes off, and then you put it in. Put both pieces in. It's fairly simple. First part goes in there, and the second part, I had a little bit of trouble with it because you know, I'm a goofball. And the next piece goes in right over there. So it fits in very good. I didn't have any issues with it slipping out or anything like that, which is very good. Now we're going to try to get the Beretta in there. You can't holster it going down. I made the mistake here. I'm trying to holster it going down. Doesn't work. You got to holster it from the front going back. As you can see, it's pretty good. It's really, really nice. Very nice engineering there. And again, the sculpt and all of the paint really works. It's really great. Ready to draw. I love this figure. I think this figure is awesome. I have the first one they released. I think it's under Mafex 100. It doesn't hold a candle to this one. This one is, to me, it's the Mafex figure of the year so far. It's really great. I can't think of a better figure. I don't have them all, but I've seen them all. I've seen them all in person. So this one it's a home run and then some. So looking at it, how does it stack up with the other figures? Here it is with Magneto, the new Magneto. He's probably just a speck taller. And the Nightwing. Nightwing comes up maybe to his eyes. As you can see, he's a fairly a bit smaller there. So there you have the size. And here is the gun with the burst effect. I put it in just so you could see it. Again, I love this figure. I think it's the figure of the year. The head sculpt is phenomenal in my opinion. Phenomenal. It's amazing. So thanks for checking out the video. Appreciate it. Take care and see you next time.